What's going on, guys? Long time no talk. It's been almost 2 weeks. Actually, I think it's been a little over 2 weeks since we put something out for you guys. We've been extremely busy, and the reality is daylight savings time is doing us no favors. Working long days at my day job, getting home, and it's already dark. I don't think you guys want to see a black screen, so I just haven't been able to get anything out for you. It's been a busy time. Don't want you guys thinking we've been slacking off here. We've been working hard, a lot going on. The weather has changed dramatically since the last time we've been with you. In fact, we experienced probably one of the largest, or I should say longest droughts, at least I ever remember in the fall for sure. From September 28th until about a week and a half ago, we had absolutely not a one single drop of rain. It was 43 days without rain here in Pennsylvania. There were actually a bunch of wildfires in our area. The Blue Mountain, which you guys see a lot of times in our video in our background, we're not far from the Blue Mountain, the Appalachian Trail area. There was actually a wildfire of about, I want to say it was about 4 or 5, maybe even 600 acres. Pretty significant fire in the area. Really nothing as much of a threat to us, but we definitely saw smoke and things like that. And for those that are in the area, definitely knew it was a pretty severe one, all stemming from such a drought that we've had. So with that being said, things have dried out here much quicker than we would normally get. We're actually over here in my dad's, this is an old barn. I'm gonna show you guys here. Look at this thing. You can see it's like Swiss cheese. You can see right through it. There we got an old buffalo hide here. All sorts of junk, all sorts of, I guess, treasures to some that you may say. But we're over here. We got some hay stored up. You guys remember us storing some hay up earlier this spring. We got 3 large bales over here, which are going to last us quite some time. I'm actually breaking some out now, and I'm going to start feeding some of these animals with some hay, getting them acclimated to that for the winter. Going to give it to the pigs as well. Yes, the pigs will enjoy some hay as well, especially because, you know, their paddock right now is very bare. So we'll get some hay to the pigs today. We'll get some hay to the sheep, obviously. And it'll be our first feeding. We just broke the bale open here. So that's kind of what we're doing now. The weather has changed. It's crazy how quickly we went literally from summer to winter here. It feels like there really was no such a thing as a fall weather. I mean, it was 70 some degrees a week ago, and now here we are, low 40s. It's going to be down in the 20s tonight. And the week ahead looks pretty cold as well. And of course, I say cold in relative terms. I know a lot of you guys watching from all over the place. Some a lot more northern than us. I know we have a viewer from Maine who just reached out to me as well. Yes, we are still here, but I'm sure you're starting to get some cold weather as well. So this is what we're doing. In other news, Ziggy, our old boar who we processed about a month ago, he had the last laugh. We had an unexpected small pig farrowing. Was not by design. Sometimes that happens. Very small litter. I think there were 4. 2 remain viable. So we have 2 tiny little piglets. I might be able to show you when we get over there. Not super thrilled about it, but at the end of the day, they were born and we want to, keep them going. So we'll do our best there. Not the ideal time in the year to be having piglets, especially when we're trying to transition away from the breed that we're using right now. In other news, we picked up a side-by-side recently. This thing has been a game changer. I'll talk more about this later, probably in a later video. But we picked up a Polaris Ranger. I've been looking at them for a long time, guys. Finally pulled the trigger. I'm like, winter's coming. The days are getting shorter, and I need to get this stuff done when I get home from work. The only thing I would say is I wish I would have bought it earlier, because I'm zipping around. I'm getting things done so much faster. The family's loving it. The kids love going for rides, and it also gets them more involved in helping out. So definitely well worth the money. Wish I would have bought it sooner. Again, we'll talk more about it. But you can see here, this is something I would not have been doing. We're about, I don't know, several hundred yards really from even our property line. So I would not have been hauling hay over there by hand in the past. I would have had to use my trailer or something. It wasn't going to work. So that's what we did. We went out and got that. Again, it's been a game changer for us. So hopefully, you guys will see a lot more of that, and seeing how sometimes these tools do really add efficiencies to your farm. And aside from that, everyone else is doing well. I know it's been a while, so I feel like I got to give you this update. The animals are all doing well. We got a couple pigs that are about a month away, maybe a little bit more than a month away from processing. So we'll be doing that here in the near future. And let's go to work. Let's get these animals fed. We'll talk a little more as we kind of drive around the farm. So again, guys, we are at the old barn. This is where we're storing our hay for the winter. Look at that thing. And this is the first time that I'm actually shooting a video on this thing, so we'll see if you guys can hear me when I go to edit. Try to keep it under 50. But anyway, what you're looking at, where we're at in comparison to our property. So we pretty much have a main road here. Ahead of us is our property, pretty much that tree line out there. We go through there, we'll be right at the pigs. You guys are familiar with the ridge line. We go up that ridge line at the top of our other pasture. But right here behind me is the barn, and let's go feed some pigs. I would say this is a little easier than lugging buckets. I got 3 full buckets of water plus all that hay you guys saw. Again, just a game changer for us. Coming up on the pigs here. Smile, you were just on camera, and here we are, guys. Get some of this hay and see how they like it. They're definitely going for it. We got a ton of grain on hand as well. We picked up 2 batches this week of our brewer's grain. That barrel is completely full, so extremely heavy. And then up there in my trailer, got 3 other barrels that are pretty much full. So we got a ton of grain. We're gonna throw them in here today. So we got our high quality brewer's grain. That'll go in as well. It's also nice when the brewery gets me some rolls. Nice little pig treat. They certainly love this. Watch, they'll drop everything. Look at them go crazy. So if you'd have to rank the feed sources, I would say definitely rolls number 1, brewer's grain number 2, and then I guess they'll settle for the hay if they have to, but they'll eat that. I'll come back here tomorrow or later tonight. That stuff will all be gone. And I almost forgot, guys, you see these fields behind us? They are pretty much decimated at this point because I've been spending my weekends helping the family cut and bale Christmas trees. Yes, it's that time of year. That's actually what I was doing earlier today for the whole day. So it just adds to the chaos even more. Go figure, it's already been busy enough, but we enjoy doing it. I like to help, and it's always a fun time of year. You know, the holiday season, it's something, you know, I've done forever, so definitely wouldn't miss that. So hopefully that's a good update for you guys, and we'll keep it short today. Feels good to be back. It's been a while, I know it. We'll be better. We'll be with you a little more often, give you more updates. I got a lot of other plans as well, so again, we'll talk more about this Ranger here that we're driving. I'd like to kind of give you guys a little bit of a review on what we think, and thanks for watching, guys. If you like what we're doing, as always, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and have a good one.